It's day number 3 here at America's Roller Coast. I'm still here at the wonderful Cedar Point. I'm having an amazing time, and last night I rode Steel Vengeance in the dark for the first time, and oh my god, it was the best roller coaster experience I've ever had in my entire life. So check out the day 2 vlog from yesterday, and also the first vlog that I did a few days ago now. See my first reactions to the rides here at Cedar Point. And yeah, I've come into the park about 30 minutes after opening today. I just wanted to catch up on a little bit of rest after last night. It was intense, that ride on Steel Vengeance. I absolutely loved it. So, in today's video, I'm going to go around and do some of the rides that I've not yet done. There's a few classic rides I want to do, a few more flat rides, such as Power Tower, that needs to be done. Along with that, there's a flume ride, there's a rapids. Going to do both of those water rides today. And also, I'm going to see some of the shows here. And now obviously Cedar Point, everyone associates this park with all the massive Thrill roller coasters. And of course, that is the main reason that I've come here. However, in this video, I want to go around, see all the other different things that really make up Cedar Point. My voice is kind of recovering from last night, but honestly, check out my reaction from that ride on Steel Vengeance. It was incredible. But yeah, I'm going to start off today then by doing a brand new ride. It's located just over here, and it's Cedar Downs. Now, if you've been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach back in the UK, you'll know about Derby Racer, one of my favourite historical rides in Blackpool. And yeah, they've got one here at the park, here at Cedar, so I'm going to jump straight on. Looks like there's a walk on queue. In fact, there's about 3 people waiting. And yes, I'm going to have a ride, and yeah, I'll show you a few off-ride shots of it in action. Enjoyed that, and as you all know, I love a good heritage ride, and especially these, with us having one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It was a childhood classic for me, but I like this historical marker we've got up here. The ride was built in the early 1920s, but it was built for somewhere else in Ohio, and then after 47 years, it was purchased by Cedar Point and brought here in 1967, where it's operated ever since. There we are, really enjoyed that, Cedar Downs. So I've just done a few really nice rides along the midway. Did a vintage car ride that you saw some footage of. That was really nice, a good layout on that through different tunnels and things. And what I really liked about it as well, it wasn't powered by electricity. It was actually a proper motor vehicle that you could steer yourself. And yeah, I enjoyed that. And then I started off by doing a couple of flat rides. I did the Scrambler, which was just up there. That was really enjoyable. Along with that, there's like a Matterhorn ride as well. And I've just done this little regatta just behind me here as well. There's so many flat rides here, and you're going to see that throughout the day in the vlog. I've just done, what, 3 in a row just there, and there's a lot more as I make my way around the park. I was going to have a go on Power Tower, but unfortunately that is closed at the moment. The sign is out, but hopefully it'll be on later on. It seems that Thrill Dragster has spread some of its bad luck, what it's been happening over the past couple of days. Dragster's not been very reliable at all. But as you can see just over there, It is running at the moment, surprisingly, but yeah, it seems like they've passed some of that look over. So I'll come back later on and have a ride on Power Tower. Here's one for all those Intamin Accelerator fans out there. Listen to this, here we go. Wow, standing right next to where all the hydraulic mechanism is. It's just inside this building, and obviously the cable runs straight into there. But wow, it's hard to tell on the camera, but they are pumping water out over that to cool it down. And it's not really even that hot today. God, the amount of strain on that cable. Bear in mind it's dispatching around every 35 to 40 seconds today. Wow. Something for everyone here at Cedar Point. A fantastic variety of flat rides. I've done a Huss Enterprise as well. I've ended a Zamperla Disco, and now I've made my way over to Skyhawk. I've walked past this the past couple of days. I've been looking forward to getting on. It's an S&S screaming swing, but it's huge. Over 100 foot tall, this one. I believe that it opened in 2006, and yeah, it's a lot bigger than Rush at Thorpe Park. So I'm going to head on, and I'll talk about it when I come on.
You're here right on, Skyhawk. Bye-bye.
I very much enjoyed that ride then just on Skyhawk. That's definitely the best one of those that I've ever done. I really do like my flat rides, and I think parks like Alton Towers back in the UK could learn a lot from Cedar Point. As much as it's great to have your massive coasters, it's important to have lots of filler backup rides as well, and Cedar Point has really nailed that concept. It's fantastic, and much like down on the Midway, there's another little car ride just here as well, the same sort of style where you actually drive it round yourself, and yeah, you have to steer it. I love it. There's so many good filler rides here, and this Frontier Town section of the park is stunning. I say section, it's absolutely huge, and I'm going to have a little walk round and go in some more of the buildings and shops and things, and I'll show you those. But first, I'm going to go and watch one of the shows in this area. So I'm going to have a little look at Steel Vengeance Queue, see what that's on, just for the comedy value, because it is a Saturday today, so I'm expecting anything from 3 hours plus, to be honest. So we're going to have a little look at that, and then we'll head to the show venue, where I'll watch my first ever live entertainment here at Cedar Point. For a coaster what's not even been open a month yet, I don't think 2 hours is too bad for Steel Vengeance, especially on a Saturday. But yes, anyway, it's showtime. I'm going to head over to this venue just here, Lusty Lil's Palace Theatre. I really love the look of this. Some sort of Can-Can Wild West Saloon show. And here's a little look just to put it into perspective how many shows there is. Look at this. So that's a full list of the shows just there on the left-hand side. And yeah, there's all the times for each day. Look at that. That's a very similar show calendar to what can be found at the likes of Portaventura in Spain and also Europa Park in Germany. These theme parks love their shows, and it really puts our parks to shame back in the UK, really, that we don't have more live entertainment. But yeah, I'm going to head inside the theatre. It starts very soon. With this one, I believe I can film inside the venue, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Lusty Lil's Wild West review. So I'll see you in the venue, and here's a few minutes of highlights from the show.
Yeah, she is queen of Hollywood, now she stands for the Valentine, the greatest movie star of ours, I play a lot. At any time around the block, lights performing all around the block, Boston, build a movie tour on this one. Crazy coming, little Romania, it's intercontinental, little short that's alright. Me mother's eye, me sister's laugh, the game we used to play, and the song we father taught me, I remember to this day. And he said something, 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 la da 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 da, la da da dee da da, something, something, la da da, la da da, oh, something, something, la da 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 da. And not even for those that
Now I knew that Cedar Point was going to have world-class roller coasters, but world-class shows as well. I can't believe it. That was a really good production. It really makes me want to go and see every single show of what there is here on offer at the park. What a fantastic overall production. The venue was great. There was seating downstairs and upstairs. It was very interactive with the crowd. Lots of humour in there, lots of big numbers there. A really good cast of 9 on the stage and live music as well. And they were all singing live, they weren't miming. It was a really nice production. That one of the best theme park shows I've ever seen. Just really enjoyed how it had that very traditional Wild West feel to it, and the story was great as well. Because obviously the main star of the show wanted it to be like a French review. However, they kept going to all these different places like Ireland and Spain, and she was getting very wound up. But right at the end, obviously the Eiffel Tower was there on the stage as a set piece, and we finally got a French section. Really good show, very funny, and yeah, as an overall production, that was top class. I'm looking forward to going and watching some more shows, like a rock and roll show this afternoon that I assume is going to be live music in that. And yeah, I'm sure that'll be brilliant. But yeah, I'm getting some food now. I've not actually shown any of the food in the past 2 videos, but in terms of food options, there is a lot here at Cedar Point. Lots of takeaway restaurants, some really nice sit-in places as well. But over here, they love one of my favourite things, and that is, of course, chicken strips. And here I've got some just down here. Look at this, I'm actually sitting on a rocking chair just here in this really nice seating area. And yeah, for this meal just here, so you got some chicken strips, more like buffalo ones. These are really nice though, I had them yesterday, and fries. For that it cost $11. And I've actually got a drinks refill, so because I'm a season pass holder, I got a season pass for just over $110, I think it was. And for $30, I can refill that as many times as I want, every 15 minutes if I want to, as I go around the park. That's the only limitation on those. You can't refill it within 15 minutes. But how good's that? Like $30, I'm here for 5 days. I'm really getting my money's worth out of that. Bear in mind it's $4 for just 1 bottle of Coke in one of the shops. So really getting my money back, especially on the hot days. Past 2 days it's been really warm. Today it is a little bit cooler, but you still want to keep hydrated, and you can use them on the Coke Freestyle as well as you go around the park. But yeah, really good way of saving money. I'm going to tuck into some food, and then I'll continue my adventure around the park, and I think it's nearly time for some water rides. Now, throughout this entire trip to Cedar Point, I've really appreciated the amount of arrow rides here. I love aerodynamics. I think they produced some of the best theme park rides out there in the world. And Cedar Point is probably home to more arrow rides than any other park I've been to. And yeah, it's fantastic to see an arrow shoot the chute ride. Now, this actually opened in 1993, Snake River Falls, and that's going to be my next ride here today. It doesn't look that busy for the water rides because it is quite cool today compared to the other days. For me though, being from Britain, it's still quite humid, so I'm going to brave the water rides. I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to head over to the Rapids ride as well, that I've not really seen much of because it's all in the trees just over at that side of the park. So anyway, I'll go on Snake River Falls and I'll see you afterwards. Wish me luck. Now I can see why these 2 water rides here at Cedar Point have not got queues on a day when the sun is not out. Oh my God. Let's start off by talking about Snake River Falls. That thing was crazy. So obviously there was only me and one other guy on there. Climbed up the lift hill, brilliant views, and especially when you come around that top section and right in front of you you see Maverick, really nicely positioned. Obviously that was built long before Maverick, but I really like that view that you get when you're coming round. Also going up the lift hill, fantastic view of Millennium Force that you wouldn't be able to get from anywhere else in the park. So that was worth it. Anyway, get up there to the top. Obviously with it being in the States, they like to position staff around their water rides. And yeah, there was a member of staff at the top, came over the tannoy. You were about to get soaked, here you go. Building it up. I thought, hang on a minute, we're not going to get that wet here. On the interim ones, yes, you get quite wet, but nowhere near as what I did on that. Oh my God, went down the drop. It felt like the wave was going on for ages. It felt like the wave lasted maybe 3 or 4 seconds. And yeah, I got absolutely soaked. Anyway, came off down the exit ramp, and luckily the rapids ride here is located right next to it. So yeah, literally exited just over there, and then made my way down the footpath just here and over to Thunder Canyon, an Intamin Rapids ride that opened here in the late 80s. I thought Intamin Rapids, yeah, you know, probably get a few little splashes, maybe nothing too much. Oh my God, it's a shame that Cedar Point don't allow you to film on any of their rides other than the cable car and the train. I would have loved to have got some footage there on Thunder Canyon. I was on there with about 6 other Americans, and that was crazy. They were all like, oh, you're gonna get soaked, you're gonna get soaked. Here's me thinking, oh, it won't be that bad. Climb the lift hill, go around the first couple of bits. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all, really. It was just sort of a few waves, not even as wet as the likes of Congo River Rapids back at Alton Towers. And then there was a waterfall that completely soaked 2 of the seats. I thought, hang on a minute, I'm glad I missed that. Came round the corner, and there wasn't 1, there wasn't 2, but there was 4 of those waterfalls, 2 on either side. Got absolutely soaked. You go right underneath that waterfall. I don't think there's anywhere I can get some footage of that from off-ride, because a lot of this rapids is really hidden. I mean, you can see it just over here. There's literally nobody going round. Look, another boat what's empty. Yeah, you've got staff all the way round on these water rides over here. But it looks really tame, doesn't it, from this angle? Honestly, all round the back just there, and just round here. Literally the waterfalls. Maybe if I walk further this way, I'll be able to see them. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to get quite that wet. So that's got to be one of the wettest rides I've ever had on a water ride. Both of them together be perfect on a really hot day. I should have done them yesterday, really, but they did have queues. There you go. I can see the waterfalls from here now. Look at that. So normally them kind of effects on rapids would turn off when you go near them, or maybe they'd be activated via a sensor. But these are just constant waterfalls, and the boat passes right underneath those, so you're pretty much guaranteed to soak in wherever you are sat. 2 world-class water rides at a world-class park. Honestly, can this place really get any better? I've had an amazing 3 days. I can't wait for a couple more to go around and just experience it off camera and do plenty of re-rides. But yeah, them rides were fantastic. Anyway, I need to get a new t-shirt, I think, so I'm going to replace this RMC with another one. Head over to Steel Vengeance and buy one. What's that, sorry?
Be in your vlog?
Yeah, of course. Hey,
Hi, guys.
you having a good time?
Yeah.
Why aren't you going on the rapids?
No.
You get soaked. I was on there with a bunch of people from the States, and they told me to take my shoes off because everybody else had their shoes off. So I thought, no, I'll keep them on. I wish I had now. They are soaked through and through. Good to meet you, mate. What's your favourite ride at the park?
Probably Maverick or Millennium.
Great, I love it. Good choice. Maverick's one of my favourites. See you. Oh no, secure your loose articles. Good to see you, mate. But everyone's so friendly over here. It's called Theme Park Worldwide. Check it out. See you later. And yeah, there you go. Everybody's getting soaked again on them rapids. What the hell, yeah, a world-class water ride there. Not the longest rapids, but it certainly was very good fun. I loved it. What's that? Hey! You enjoy the rapids?
Yes.
He's soaked as well. I'm going to get a t-shirt over at Steel Vengeance. I still can't get over just how much of a soaker those 2 water rides were. I absolutely love them, and I'll definitely do them again whilst I'm out here at Cedar Point. Anyway, I've just been over to the Steel Vengeance shop, and I've purchased this, my new t-shirt. I love it. It was $24.99, but I did get my 10% season pass discount as well. Tallest, fastest, and wildest hybrid coaster in the world. It's an epic ride that words really can't describe. Much like many of the rides here at Cedar Point, like Maverick, that I absolutely love. I enjoyed Thrill Dragster a hell of a lot, and I really had a great ride last night on Millennium Force in the dark. But yes, I'm going for a little walk now down the Frontier Trail. Something a little bit different. I did actually go down here yesterday to see the animals in like the little petting zoo, but there's some shops and things down there that I did miss. So in 1971, the Frontier Trail was opened, which is the pathway down towards Millennium Force, and it was basically a nice, delightful, shady pathway for guests to walk down into Frontier Town, which is of course this area of the park where I'm standing now. There's log cabins down here, lots of quaint little shops, and yeah, it looks like a really charming part of the park. So let's go down there and have a little explore. So the first building that we'll have a look in just here is the glass blowing experience. There you go. So you've actually got a live demonstration of that being done just there, and you can sit down on these benches and watch that.
Colored glass, called colored glass red, and it's colored with
And then here's the shop just here where you can actually buy things what are being made.
Blazing on the oranges right now. But,
Wow, look at some of these. Look at that pumpkin. The detailing on that is amazing. I love stuff like this. It's just got so much charm to it and it really adds to the park. Oh, that's really cool. Look at the wall that's there as well. All bottles, all built into the wall. Wow. Oh, that's incredible. All down here too. Wow. If you love candles and you want to get down here to the Frontier Trail, look at this, some really nice handcrafted Cedar Point candles. All different scents. You got like a pineapple one there, cookies, a citrus blast. There you are, just what you want. There's a sweet shop opposite as well, and yeah, there's all sorts of different sweets in there, including something that I'm not really a big fan of, and that is Hershey's chocolate. And now that's one thing I do think we do a lot better back in the UK. Cadbury's chocolate is the nicest thing ever. Hershey's, for me, I just do not enjoy it at all. And I know it's a bit of a controversial decision, but yeah, I just not a big fan of Hershey's at all. So I rarely eat chocolate when I come over here to the States. But there you go, some nice things in here. Look at these ones. So after a really nice relaxing stroll down the Frontier Trail, I've made it to my next show venue, and that is the Red Garter Saloon, where I'm going to watch totally live This Country Rocks. So I'm really looking forward to this show. I think it's not really going to have much of a storyline. I think it's going to be a full-on rock performance, lots of different acts on the stage, and yes, probably some really good lighting in here as well, which I'm really into. If you've seen a lot of my videos from the likes of Europa Park and Portaventura, I love going to see these shows, and especially seeing what lighting they use. Hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, check it out. Have a good day. I love it. So many vlog bombs this trip. But yeah, I love it, sort of going to these shows, seeing what tech they're using. Because I do quite a bit of DJing back home in the UK, along with Alex. So it's quite nice to see what they are using setup-wise in these venues. So I'll head inside, go and watch this show, and then I'll talk about it and make my way down to the next one. 3 shows that I'm watching today here at Cedar Point. you've just seen a few minutes of highlights there from Totally Live. This country rocks. It really does rock. I love it here in the US. I'm having an amazing time, and that was a brilliant show. Again, around 25 minutes, a really nice saloon style setup, similar to the first one really. With that you can sit upstairs on the balcony. That's where I was, just onto the left of the balcony. Really good interactive show. It wasn't really a storyline with that one, as expected. It was full on live music, all the instruments, the drums, the guitars, really high energy, action-packed show. Brilliant lighting in there, a really nice rig, and just overall a very enjoyable production. Everyone was clapping along, people were dancing, and what I like about that as well, much like the first venue, you can get food and drinks in there as well. So if you wanted to have a beer, sit in there and watch the show, then you can do. Really enjoyed that. Another fantastic production here at Cedar Point. So much entertainment. I've literally power walked down from that one here to this venue, which is about to open for my third show that I'm going to watch today here at the Jack Aldridge Theatre, and just been doing a bit of research into this one thanks to this board just here. Basically this guy used to perform at the park quite a lot, and then he retired. I think it says in 1994. I'm pretty sure it says on here somewhere. I can't find it now. And yeah, basically it's sort of to celebrate him and all the live music and acts that he brought here to the park. But yeah, really nice theatre from the outside. It looks quite small, this one, but yeah, it's called Lights, Camera, Action. I'm looking forward to these doors opening and getting in there. It's worth pointing out with these shows as well that they've got the cast and crew and like the ushers, the technicians and things all on the boards just here, which I really like. And also, the show that I've seen so far, the cast at the end of it come to the end so you can have photos, chat with them, and yeah, I really like that interactive feel that it's got. But yeah, lights, camera, action. I assume this is going to be some sort of behind the movies style show. I think we might see some classics in here from different films. It looks really good from the images and things that I can see. And yeah, we've got Hairspray, it says on there. Favourite moments from the silver screen. So 25-minute show. I'm going to head in there. Unfortunately with this one, I'm not allowed to film the show. Jurassic Park. And I'm not allowed to film the show with it being a sealed off venue, but I'll tell you all about it when I come out. Welcome to Jurassic Park. So I've just come out of the theatre after watching Lights, Camera, Action, a fantastic family show, definitely the biggest production out of the three that I've seen here at Cedar Point today. And I tell you what, this part really do know how to put on a show. That was absolutely incredible. A cast of around 12 actors singing lots of different musical classics. There was Grease, Hairspray, Singing in the Rain, loads of fantastic songs in that, and I absolutely loved it. Lots of different costume changes, so many. It was brilliant, really added to it. And with it being such a small venue, because it is tiny, I mean, it looks bigger on the inside than it is here on the outside. But yeah, when you're in there, you're really quite close to the stage, so it's really interactive. All the singers coming down in the crowd, getting everybody clapping. I absolutely love that show. Again, one of the best theme park shows I've ever seen out there. And for some reason, I just wasn't expecting them here at Cedar Point. I think because I was waiting for the roller coasters so much on this trip, that I knew that there were shows and things here, but I didn't realise quite how good a quality they were going to be. And yeah, absolutely stunning production. The lighting was great, some really good sort of set design in there as well. The story of it was basically like a Hollywood film shoot, and you had like a director who kept doing like a bit of a audio spiel about clearing the set and that sort of stuff. So it had a really good backstory to it, that one. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. 25-minute show, really action-packed, and that was my favourite out of the three productions that I've watched here today. But yeah, all of them have been really good, and what's made them as well is that they've all been live singing. Obviously, when they mime in these shows, they're still fantastic to watch for the production value of it, with the set design, the costumes, the lighting, but when they're singing live, it really sort of brings you into that show so much more. So I absolutely love that. 10 out of 10, and I'll probably watch that again tomorrow, to be honest, whilst I'm here at Cedar Point. There we go, that is all the shows here today, and of course in the vlogs, but there is so much more here to see. From what I've looked on the map, they're the three main shows at the moment, but I know from next week there's going to be more stuff on the beach. There's a lot more live music around the park room at the moment, street theatre, more bands and things, and yeah, as we move into the summer season, which starts in literally a couple of weeks, there's even more shows. I believe they have like a dance party outside with pyrotechnics and things. It looks looks stunning. And next year, because I'll definitely be coming back, and I can tell you that already, next year I will definitely come back for when all the extra entertainment is on, because it certainly makes a massive difference seeing all these shows here at the park. It was amazing. I've really enjoyed watching them 3 productions. But time to do some more rides now. I'm going to head over to Power Tower, have a go on that, do a couple more flat rides as well. I can't believe it. It's coming towards the evening on day number 3, and there's still rides in this park that I've not yet done. There's more rides here than any other park in the States. And I would say that here in Europa Park, I've got really a similar amount of rides. Both of them have got so many attractions throughout the park that you really can't do it all in 2 days, and you want to be doing maybe 3 or 4 days to experience Cedar Point to its full potential. What an amazing time I'm having, and yeah, I absolutely loved that production just there. Just had a ride on Ocean Motion. It's a standard Huss pirate ship, that one, and I thought whilst I'm here, let's have a look in Point Plaza, the big gift shop at the entrance to Cedar Point. I will be doing a completely separate video all about merchandise here at the park, so stay tuned for that in the next couple of weeks. But I thought whilst we're here, we'll have a little look inside this shop at some of the amazing merch. There's so many shops in this park, but the eagle-eyed viewers will notice, look at in detail on this sign. That's why I've just stayed panning on it for about 20 seconds. Look at this, all these mayflies. This just shows how many flies there are at Cedar Point at the moment. Look at that, they are everywhere in this park at the moment. Honestly, you daren't open your mouth and scream when you're on the roller coasters because there's so many flies. Look at this, they are honestly covering the sign all the way up there, even on the letters. Wow, but yeah, let's head inside, have a look at the gift shop. 9 AM till 10 for the full park opening hours that it is today. Oh yes, first time coming in here, first reactions to the gift shop. You know what I'm like with merchandise, I love it. Oh wow. Loads of clothing here, I love it. Loads of female, male clothes. Some unisex stuff as well. Wow, they're quite nice. More subtle t-shirts. Here, most of the t-shirts, what they've got are sort of big in-your-face shirts, a bit like these ones here. Personally, I do really like these ones, hence why I bought a Steel Vengeance one. Oh, I like that one. There you go. Cedar Point, the roller coaster capital of the world. But you got on there Dragster, Steel Vengeance, Valraven, Gatekeeper, Millennium Force, and Raptor. There you go. Get your kicks on the Wicked 6. I Survived. I love them classic I Survived American shirts. You get that they're in so many American parks. Oh wow, that's quite a nice one as well. So much merchandise, honestly, look at it all. Mugs. I've seen a lot of different mugs. It seems like in this main gift shop here though, there isn't a lot of the things what I've seen in other shops. So I think if you are coming here and you see something, you're best getting it in that actual shop. Because it doesn't look like they stock everything from all the shops here. Like some parks do that. The Merlin parks back home tend to do that. I ride with her. There you go. I have to get one of them for Charlotte. That can be a present. Just got to hope this vlog's not online now before I get back, else it's ruined the surprise. These are quite nice, I like that one. Cedar Point, 1870 when this park opened, wow. So much history. These are quite nice. Oh, you got some coasters there as well. Not the coasters outside, as in drinks coasters. Great if you could buy a whole coaster. You can get the Coaster Dynamics things here though, which look great. There we are. More clothes over there, all women's clothes. Stuffed toys section. More Steel Vengeance merchandise. Wow, I love all this stuff. Check out yesterday's vlog where we actually went inside the Steel Vengeance shop as well and looked at all the stuff around there. That's quite nice, like an old sort of tankard style. Oh, so much merch. Ooh. I like that. There you go. The merch isn't too badly priced actually either. T-shirts are about $25. Mugs seem to be about $10, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. absolutely love this park, but this does quite make me laugh. The award for the slowest bumper cars I've ever seen goes to Cedar Point. Look at this. That is slow. Oh my God. When I walked past, I thought that was like the end of the cycle and it was just sort of calming down, ready to stop. But it's been going like this for about 2 minutes now. Oh my God, that is slow. I was going to go on, but I don't think I'll bother. There is a couple more flat rides that I'm going to do around here though, which look really good. We've got the Tiki Twirl, which is just over there. I'm going to go on that. I've not been on the Ferris wheel yet, so I'll go on that one, be able to get some really good views of the park. And there's another little ride just there on the right hand side as well. So many flats. I love it. Got to have those supporting flat rides, and Cedar Point really have hit the nail on the head with that one. Yeah, look at this, Tiki Twirl. I'm going to have a ride on that. That looks really nice.
Give it a try. Once in a lifetime experience. Right here.
Saturday night, I had my head down high and my baby just looked so right. Well, I pick you up at 10, gotta have you home by 2. Your mama don't know what I got in store for you, but that's alright, 'cause we're looking at the news TV. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Hey, we're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Make them scream and shout. Let's go to the hop. We're gonna rock, 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 rock. We're gonna rock till you pop, gonna rock till you drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Let's go to the hop, gonna rock it. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Let's go to the hop, gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it.
Hopping and popping and singing his song. Gonna rock it, we're gonna rock it. All the little birdies and jingle.
I really am having a fantastic third day here at Cedar Point in Ohio. It's been great to go around and do lots of different flat rides, the water rides, the shows. Really refreshing day today. And it's been quite strange not going on the big coasters as much today, but I certainly enjoyed seeing different things and showcasing what other things there is to do for everyone here at Cedar Point. It's a park for thrill seekers, children, families. No matter who you are, you're welcome here at Cedar Point and you're going to have a fantastic day. But yeah, one of the last big rides that I need to actually go on here at the park is Power Tower. SNS, 4 of these towers just here, all in one really impressive structure actually, that opened in 1998. I really like how it's all connected up at the top there as well. So here you've got 4 towers, 2 of them are the standard ones what shoot you up. The other 2 take you to the top so you can enjoy the view and shoot you back down. So I'm going to do both sides on this one. I want to experience both the different towers and see what they're like for force. Obviously some of these, when they start getting a bit old or if not been maintained as well, haven't been that good. Look at Ice Blast back home at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I'm really not a big fan of it because you don't really get any air time. However, with these ones and how Cedar Point is, I'm sure that they'll probably ride quite well. So I'm going to head over there, have a little go on there, and I'll chat to you about them afterwards.
touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man you think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rockin' man, burning at your feet out there alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
So I've just experienced both of the different towers over on Power Tower, and I must say that the shot upwards was definitely the more intense of the two, with more airtime, but neither of them were absolutely amazing, to be honest. I still think the best one of those I've done is Cliffhanger at Flamingo Land back in the UK, in Yorkshire. So make sure you go up north and go and check it out because it's well worth it. But the views on that were incredible, and that more than made up for the ride experience. I think the thing with those S&S shot towers for me is once you've had that initial shoot upwards or that initial shoot downwards, there's not much more to it, is there really? It's just very floaty and yeah, not really that intense at all. But views were incredible, fantastic scenery around this park, it really is. And I went on there with my new friend called Stan, who's walked down through the park as the sun's starting to go down. Me and Stan have walked down here. We're going for a ride on Steel Vengeance next, aren't we, Stan? Stan? Hello? He's, I don't think he's in great shape. He's still smiling though, look at that. You're alright, aren't you, Stan? Do you know why he's called Stan? Stan Checkits, S&S? Look it up on Google if you don't know. Honestly, that ride just keeps getting better and better and more relentless and more brutal, and the airtime on that, it just should be illegal. There's that much airtime. I love it so much. It doesn't feel like it should be allowed. Like, it's ridiculously good. Honestly, get yourself out here to Cedar Point and come and ride that coaster. I can't wait for the next couple of days to just literally sit on it. On Monday, where it should be a bit quieter again, I'll keep going round and round. But I say a bit quieter, I did only wait just over an hour there. The sign did say 2 hours. I waited about an hour and 10 minutes, so not too bad at all. Got about an hour and 15 minutes left of the day. The sun is starting to set here at Cedar Point, because literally the sun came out whilst I was in the queue for Steel Vengeance. But yeah, it's a lovely evening now. It's just a nice sort of temperature tonight. It has been baking. Honestly, my face has been so red the past couple of days because it has been baking hot. But it's been nice today to have a bit of a cooler day. Obviously, I did the water rides as well, where I was freezing after those. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. And this is actually one of my favourite places to stand and really take in that sunset here at Cedar Point. I think it's a gorgeous view. Obviously, Millennium Force over there in the background, Maverick here in the foreground. I just think it's a stunning view of the park, it really is. But tonight's plan of attack then, in terms of night rides. Last night I managed to do my ride on Millennium Force and I did my ride on Steel Vengeance in the dark. Tonight I really, really want to get on top Thrill Dragster in the dark. And it's one of those, for me, that's just got to be done, a bucket list ride in the dark. I know it's been a bit unreliable, but because it's been a bit cooler today, it's been running all day from what I've seen anyway. It's Power Tower that had the issues this morning, but in general operations have been really good today. Operations have been great over 3 days, but in terms of reliability, hasn't been great the past couple of days, especially for Dragster. So that's the plan tonight. I want to get a night ride on that, and maybe try and get something else in before. I'll join the queue for Dragster at literally 1 minute to 10, just before they close the line, and then maybe try and get something else in just before that. So I'll have a little stroll around, show you a few more sunset shots as I nearly wrap up this third vlog here from Cedar Point. But don't worry, there will be lots more videos, off-ride videos, and also some special vlogs where I'm going to look at all the merchandise. Literally, I'm going to go round all the major shops and show you what merchandise there is here available if you're coming here in the future. I love Maverick. And also, I'm going to be doing a video around the Dinosaur Island which is right underneath Millennium Falls, where there's all dinosaur animatronics. They claim to have the best dinosaur animatronic walkthrough in the world, so I thought with that title, it's having its own video, and it's quite long as well. I thought it's too long to put it in one of these vlogs, so I'm going to do a separate one. So stay tuned for that in the next couple of weeks here on the channel. I've just had 2 awesome walk-on rides on Gatekeeper, and that felt like it was running so much better than when I first went on it the other day. Certainly no questioning, that is my #1 B&M wing coaster that I've done. It's a stunning ride, that. On the back row on the right seats, in this gorgeous sunset, that was incredible. I like the trains more at night as well. There's not really lots of detailing on them in the daytime, but at night with it having the little white lights on the side and the red lights on the front, kind of like the Swarm really at Thorpe Park. But I do prefer Swarm's trains overall to those. But that ride experience, stunning. The wing over drop was incredible, and of course the fact that you got the 2 entrance towers on the turnstiles really adds to that ride. Them near misses are incredible. Honestly, really enjoyed that. That's why I went back round for a second go. About 20 minutes left of the day then now. I'm going down for my night ride on top Thrill Dragster. It's really cold now tonight, and yeah, everybody's got really like coats and fleeces on. People look quite chilly. The guys up in the station for Gatekeeper look really cold, just with it being right next to the beach and Lake Erie. The wind blows right into the station because it's only got a roof on it, it's not got walls on it. But look at this place, wow. As we come to the final few minutes of this vlog from Cedar Point, look at it. Oh wow. The video really does not do it justice, this part. Well, Dragster's running, which is a good sign. There it is. Oh, wow. I just love walking around this park in the dark. Honestly, the camera does not do it justice for how impressive this is, and even if you don't like theme parks, you'd still love to come here and just walk around and see the shows, join in with that atmosphere, what there is here. Wow, look at that. I need to take a few photos. Absolutely incredible. Let's make our way then down the main way just here, down to top Thrill Dragster, the original Strata coaster. How amazing does top Thrill Dragster look at night? Look at that. It's just the perfect sky tonight for getting shots of the park. I'm so glad that the sun came out towards the end of the day. It means that it's set beautifully. Wow, just in time for my night ride on Dragster. I'm not too sure how long the line is. Seems to be, well, it's running all the way down there, all down the back, somewhere to there. But I don't care how long that line is. I've been watching this for years, wanting to ride it. And like I said back in the day one vlog, I remember watching this coaster being built throughout the winter of 2002, looking at so many updates online, wanting to come out here and experience this awesome ride. And the fact that 3 days ago I got on it for the first time with Taylor, it was amazing. I loved it, and I've been on it a few times since, and it just keeps getting better and better for me. It's an amazing coaster, and that initial acceleration really is fantastic. So I'm going to go and join the line. I'll see you afterwards, and I'll summarise my 3 days I've had at the wonderful Cedar Point. It has been absolutely incredible. I'm so glad that the trip isn't coming to an end, and I've got time to, over the next couple of days, to literally sit on these coasters and go round and round and round again, and I really can't wait for that. So I'm going to go and join the line, and I'll see you afterwards to summarise the trip here at Cedar Point. Wow. Words really cannot describe how amazing that last ride just was on Top Thrill Dragster. A world-class ride in a world-class amusement park. This place is absolutely incredible. On Dragster I was launched at 120 miles an hour, saw the views from 420 foot up in the air, and wow, what a stunning experience. Cedar Point is a world-class park. It's one of my favourite parks out there in the world. It is home to a top coaster. After numerous rides on Steel Vengeance over the past few days, I can now confirm that it's number one. I mean, I didn't want to come off it and be like, oh yeah, it's the best coaster in the world, until I'd done lots of different rides on it. I've been on the back, I've done the front now, I've done it in lots of different positions on that ride, and I must say, it's a world-beating coaster for me. It's relentless. The airtime, the inversions, the overall feel of it, the location, the views from it, the fact it's got a bit of a backstory as well. It's not an immensely themed ride, but it has got some nice details in the queue line and overall experience. Whilst I've been here over the past 3 days, I've seen the shows, the street theatre, the overall atmosphere that you've seen in this vlog today, what really makes Cedar Point very different to what I was expecting. I knew they had shows and entertainment, but I didn't realise quite how amazing they would be. World-class stage shows here at this park. I've only watched a few of them today, and there's so much more, and the summer stuff they do here at Cedar Point looks absolutely incredible. I could stand here for hours and talk about this park and how amazing it is, but obviously I can't do that. We're on YouTube, and yeah, I need to wrap this up. Honestly, it has been amazing. I'd like to thank each and every one of you out there for supporting Theme Park Worldwide and giving me this opportunity to come out here and visit this world-class park. For over 15 years, I've wanted to come here to Sandusky, Ohio, stand right here in front of Gatekeeper, and wow, what an incredible overall experience. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. For me, my best rides at this park, Steel Vengeance, Top Thrill Dragster, then Maverick. But everything else here is great. The best arrow ride on the park for me is Gemini. I loved Magnum XL, but obviously Gemini really took it. I had a front row ride on Millennium Force whilst I was here, and on the front row I certainly enjoyed it more. Is it one of my favourite coasters in the world? No, it's not. But I really enjoyed that front row ride. It was incredible. This park, if you're a theme park enthusiast, you need to get yourself out here. It's not all about the coasters. It's a family park that has got something for everyone. There's children's rides, family rides, shows, walking down the midway just here is incredible. Getting on the sky ride, seeing the panoramic views from on the train, there is something for everyone at this park. The water rides earlier on were absolutely insane. The staff have been great. They're all very lively, energetic, lots of enthusiasts that work here at this park. Operations have been great. There's been a few breakdowns, but in terms of the actual operations themselves, with how many trains and things they've been running, that's been absolutely brilliant. Most of the rides on 3 trains that can do. Obviously Steel Vengeance started to operate with 2 trains on my second day of the trip after being on 1 for a little while because of the incident, but I'm sure that I'll be back on 3 trains soon. Honestly, this park has just exceeded expectations. I was going in here with very high expectations. I'm leaving these gates tonight right up here. I will be back here next year in 2019 to come to this park, and I'd love to bring more people who are part of Theme Park Worldwide and my friends out here to come and see this incredible park. I'm going to leave it here, but that won't be all the videos on the channel from Cedar Point. I've done a video around the dinosaur walkthrough, a couple of POVs from some of the rides that you can film on, such as the Sky Ride and the Railway. And yeah, I've done a merchandise video that's to come, a history video going around the museum in the Frontier area. Honestly, there's so much still to look forward to, and I will be filming because I am still here for another couple of days. I'll be doing lots more rides and getting plenty of off-ride footage as well. But thank you very, very much for joining me on this epic adventure in these 4 vlogs. If you've watched them all, the travel vlog, day 1, day 2, and of course day 3 here from Cedar Point. I'm Sean Sandbrook. This is the marvellous, world-class Cedar Point in Ohio, the United States of America, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys.